Alright, good evening, good day, and I hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be looking at XRP USDT, and I've got a little sneaky surprise for us on a 6-hour probability cone, Laplace distribution. Speed that up. And what we're generally looking for here is a mean reversion here at the mean. Anything outside of that, you want to see what brings it back. Alright, so as you can see, we came up, we smoked this level, and now we're trying to base off of it, which is level 2 Laplace distribution to the upside, and we hit level 2, 2.5-ish to the downside. So natural mean reversion playing through. What we're going to be looking at on these high term time frames, and then shuffling down to this 1 minute time frame over here, is to see if we have positive or negative drift. Okay, so this is the same idea as a distribution cone. Alright, I've just overlaid it. This is on the 1 minute. Okay, and then from here we're going to see if we want to fail at any one of these regions, we can put on VRE. And you'll see we're targeting 4405 by the end of this video. Alright, so from there, let's move that back. Cool, let's move that back. So we want to look for positive drift to keep us above, or negative drift to kick us below, or expansion in volatility to the downside to keep us below, and the opposite of that. So what do we currently have on the 6 hour? We actually have negative drift. Volatility is contracting, was positively correlated, but it is losing its trend. Okay, we've had our blue flashes. As you can see, our blue flashes switched off at the cone and haven't come back on. What do we see here? We see if we have a VRE level put in, or reverse wave trend. If you hold this candle above the mean, or the next two above this little green mean, you'll say that is being denied bearish mean reversion, and you could look for continuation up to 4703, right, or more so likely to 4742. Now we're going to go throw it up on 21 day XRP USDT, and we're going to go here and we're going to just monitor positive or negative drift. So 5-day drift has been screwing the market. We can turn that cone off because we know it's for the 6 hour, and we'll come back to it. Okay, so now we have volatility going sideways on Shannon Entropy. Alright, so wait, we have expansion to the upside. Actually we have positive drift, sorry. So one of the rules are expansion to the upside in volatility. Is it positive or negative? It's positive, so that means candle goes up. Then the other side of this rule is volatility is contracting. Is the direction of volatility matched the price? No, it is not at this moment. So positive drift and expansion coming in on the 21 day. That's obviously what's kicked us up to 55 cents in that time. We have mean reversion play, we have outlier. This needs to figure itself out, but we haven't had a red flash yet. So when we get a red flash, that's when we'll know that we'll have a higher high in 14 day, and then I want to pop it back to Binance. Same thing here. This is negative drift, so what you have is the super scalper one is contracting, was positively correlated, and expansion to the downside. So these two guys are negating each other out, but I want to make sure that Binance is also saying the same data as this. Contraction, so these two are negating each other out. The longer it holds above reverse wave trend over here at 40 cents, you could say 40.094, you will you will look for a creeping of this to get closer to the mean reversion play, which will be this region here for breakdown. We have red flash on, we're still looking for direction. Okay, we have expansion, this is sideways, right? So the bottom side of your 7-day band, which we completely ripped through and hit our mean perfectly. Obviously it's going to be a big point of data, so what you want to go look for is a VRE level that's maybe hiding in the middle here. There's a daily, right? You start closing above the daily, you can maybe look for some continuation to the upside. Then we have 5-day. 5 days contracting, both are contracting, was positively correlated. So this is quite a strong signal to me, in the sense that you have your mean reversion coming in, which is this candle, but it hasn't had the legs yet. Why? And it's because of the 3-day expansion and volatility, right? Oh, it's actually played itself out. We got a new print. General idea is you're looking for any closes. The next candle close to close below, or this candle to close below the mean. You look for continuation to the downside. given. We've had outlier events. Returns are decaying, which is going to set in a bull dev. Flashes off. So there's a lot of sideways at the moment. Let's go look at 2-day. 2-day, not so much clarity. It's saying negative drift. It's matching up over here at mean reversion and flashes off. I don't trade the 2-day, but it is good to know. It flicks around, at least on this data, quite easily. And I don't want to throw it in my model, but I do like to observe it. Contraction, and no, it's negative. Blue flashes. That one's contracting, was positively correlated expansion to the downside. So you're looking to continue at least down to 3, 4, 5, 9 if this becomes a big failure with expansion. Your first stop will be 3863. So 12 hour, that's had its outlier event. The previous time frame, if it holds here, the outlier event will definitely trigger it to the upside. Okay, so we have expansion to the upside whilst decreasing. Okay, so this is also going to do what like our 14-day was doing. It's going to add some sideways and more so positive drift. Contraction positively correlated. This has 6 hours to close. This is where we were on the PB cones. So you can see. Let me just make sure those are right. Yep. These are all the new. So those red ones are 1 minute. Yellow is 15 minute. Okay, so what are we observing here? Sorry about that. We're observing what's pumping this. Why is this going up if that has got negative drift on it, alright? So there's something that's being defended here. That 6 hour play on the RO gets defended if it is obviously above the VREs and the PB coin level. So we look for 3 hour continuation with expansion behind it if it closes here and the next candle closes above daily mean reversion at 4411. You'll definitely have a continuation through to that. It might not last long considering we have a big contraction in candles, or if it does rip through, it's going to be sold into quite easily. So another good opportunity to scalp. I want to, as I'm saying that, are we looking to scalp that guy over here? Turn that off. So up here, 4.5 to 4.90 whenever it gets there. 90 minutes. Let's see if we've got anything on the 90 minute here. Expansion to the upside. It's already had its legs. You're wanting this 90 minute to close above here for continuation. It's this outlier point that you see coming in on the RO will be this, and then it will be defended back down by this mean 4468. So 90 minutes actually looking like it's more doable than the 3 hour we're just on. Expansion to the upside, catching a trend into the daily mean, which is sort of always expected. Alpha traders like, oh, he does the analysis now. Well, I agree, but man, it's just been it's been exhausting, but a lot of fun the last couple of days, just getting in and out, in and out, in and out. 1 XRP, 3 XRP, 1 XRP, 3 XRP, just growing little bits by little bits. I'm loving it. Expansion, contraction is down, so this sort of will have to flip when we get above reverse wave trend. Okay, and then I'm going to bring up this 1 minute, because this will leave us off with general targets for now. And we'll look for confluence in data, reverse wave trends. Where's our mean? We've crossed our mean. Reverse wave trend may want to have another touch at the mean. VRE levels lining up at a band. Extended for a while though. 2 hours time, an hour and 20 minutes time, sorry. And there we are. So these are my general ranges that I usually trade, and I'll be sniping obviously anything when it gets to those VRE levels. Be looking for, when this mean crosses, maybe an expected pullback to this orange band, and reverse wave trend. What have we got here? Cool, we'll look for one of these when this crosses. We might look for continuation, or when this crosses will be the pullback, initial pullback from the mean. The general idea being is we open and close above these reverse wave trends. We will, above the probability cones, and we look for continuation to the upside. So before the next flashes come out, we don't have any new flashes. We have some volatility that needs to decay on our trough, on our peak, sorry, over here. So we'll look for positive drift coming in through the market, as that is a contraction phase we're looking for next. and if it's positive drift that kicks it up on the 1 minute, well then she'll run. And we are expecting where this circle is in this region, which is 4, 5, so that's 12, so it's about 7 to 9 level up on what I'm looking to scalp into here. Obviously I'll be looking for failure at any one of these regions to revisit 4344. We're going to look for VRE level. This will be the initial target 4405, and then your 6-hour time frame is looking prime to want to use that as a bullish div. I hope this was helpful. Many pals. Have a good one.